Hey y'all, it's Kara and Shiloh with Goat For It Farm, and today she's on patrol. Today we are going to highlight probably our most resilient goat. She has a crazy backstory. She has been through some things, y'all. We got her when she was really little, and I think even from a young age, she had to overcome a lot. So let's go up here, meet up with the herd, and talk about who she is and what she's been through. My dad, he is a mowing machine. I think he could mow pretty much all day long. And I have to admit, I find mowing really satisfying too. I could probably do the same. Hey goats! Oh, y'all loving this tall grass. Oh, we got some heavy rain this morning. We had a surprise thunderstorm this morning, and it was honestly a flash flood. Ooh, gotta watch where I'm stepping in this grass. Check for ticks later too. Hey y'all. Oh, y'all loving this? Hey, sweet Dottie. Oh, hey girl. Hey, sweet Dot Dot. The grass is taller than you, Dottie. Pretty much. Some of the other littles over there. Now, you wouldn't even know looking at the sky that we had all those storms earlier today. Everybody's just peacefully munching up here. Ooh, I think they love those seeds that are at the top. I don't know what kind of weed this is or type of grass, but they love eating the tops of it. Getting some leaves. Everybody's just finding their favorite things out here. Some of the others, got Rocky and Sugar and her girl, Lovey Dovey. I just call her Dovey most of the time. Honey, how are you, girl? You doing okay? She said, yeah, there's all this food. I can't even come up for a breath of air. Oh, look at this. A golf ball. One of my brothers likes to practice his swing out here, and well, sometimes in this tall grass, it can be hard to find your golf ball sometimes, huh? How are you doing, Ice? Ice Ivory. You're looking so pretty, girl. But you are not the one that's been through it. So our goat that I would say is the one who has had to survive the most is Tootsie here. Tootsie, she is mostly Nubian, and she was the first bottle baby that we ever got. We got her in, I believe it was January of 2021, and we got her when she was only 10 days old. Her mom had triplets, and not every goat makes enough milk to feed triplets. Now, Honey here, if you saw her story, she had triplets this past winter, and she took care of them just fine. She made plenty of milk. But Tootsie's mom didn't make as much milk, and Tootsie also had a limp. So whenever she was in utero, her legs were folded, and it happens sometimes where one of the kids just isn't as strong as the others and needs a little bit more assistance. And I got her from an older lady that didn't really have the time to put into her that she needed, and was offering her as a bottle baby. And Tootsie, man, she struggled with that leg. I think it was her back right leg. It was one of her back legs that she could barely put any weight on. And we just kept walking her around, and eventually, well, you can look at her. She walks great. No issues at all. But wait, there's more to the story. So shortly after we got Tootsie in January of 2021, a few months later, there was a crazy winter storm. I'm talking, like, we live in Arkansas, okay? It's pretty warm here most of the time, and our winters are typically mild, but we got over 2 feet of snow. I've never seen anything like it here, ever. And Tootsie, who was already struggling to walk because of, what her issue she was born with and unfolding, she was having to go through like 2 feet of snow and hop around in it. And we like had a trail for her and stuff. She didn't care. She was gonna have fun no matter what. So I'm gonna show a video of Tootsie when she was a baby. Oop, she got out of the frame. I'll show you a video of Tootsie when she was a little baby during that winter storm. It's just so sweet. So fast forward a bit later into time, and Tootsie is walking around and eventually outgrows her leg issue. It was probably just her being folded up in utero with all those other babies around her. And once she got strength in that leg, she was ready to run and roam. However, goats can be trouble sometimes. And if you have goats, you know that they can go places you don't always intend for them to go. If you need to test a fence or any kind of barrier, just let the goats give it a try. While most of the antics that they get into involve them climbing on things like cars or, well, unlatching gates. If you're Oreo, she knows how to unlatch gates, and that's why we have to have gates that require thumbs. She's smart. She's a smart girl. Well, they can also get under things that you never intended. So Tootsie, and sometimes the other goats do this as well, Tootsie was laying underneath one of the cars here at the property. And whenever the car was started, typically goats will move and chickens, they'll move. Tootsie did not move. Oh, hey, Shiloh. Hey, girl. Yo, you coming over here to watch the goats? Oh, she loved that rain. Yes, she did. Oh, you're filthy, girl. We're going to have to brush you out again. So, no, I like it. Okay, Shiloh. I know you're in sicko mode, aren't you? My good girl. Yes, you are. Watching all the goats, keeping us safe. But Tootsie, yeah. When the car was started up, Tootsie did not move. And so someone here did end up running over Tootsie. And I think we've all heard of someone running over a pet, running over an animal in general, unintended, of course. And it's just scary, you know. We try to look out for them, and just in a split second, the car went over Tootsie. And it wasn't me. I wasn't even there when it happened. But it shocked that person so bad. They got out of the car, and of course they're expecting to find a severely injured animal, or maybe even one that is no longer with us. And Tootsie, as she stands now, she got up after being ran over and just walked away. She did let out a cry, and obviously she was sore for a few days, but she had no broken bones, and she was just fine, which is probably one of the craziest things I've ever heard of. Now, I mean, goats, they can get into some crazy things, but just a PSA, if you're, oh my gosh, I got another golf ball. If you are about to drive away and you know someone has animals, even if they always seem to get out of the way when you start up a vehicle or whatever it is so worth it to double check, because it only takes one time of them not moving or being in the wrong place, and I mean, that can be the end of that animal. And I'm just really thankful that we still have Tootsie and that she's thriving and living an amazing life, because, well, we love her. So that's the crazy story of our first bottle baby, Tootsie. She is a survivor. She's been through more than most of the goats here ever have, and hopefully ever will. And it's just a reminder when I think about her story, like, even if you think you've done something, like checked to make sure your goat isn't under your car, it's worth checking again. Even if you think they'll move or whatever, I just think safety's the best policy. Oh, hey Tootsie, got something to say before we go? She said, no, I've got to keep eating. Shiloh here, she's content too. Shiloh. We got her about the same time as Tootsie too, so it's interesting. It's been interesting watching them grow together. Well, y'all, thanks for watching today's spotlight video about Tootsie, our first bottle baby that we ever had here on the farm. Let me know if there's any other goats or animals on the farm that you would like a spotlight on. I'll probably do one for some of the others that have some interesting stories as well. Though I don't know, Tootsie might take the cake on interesting stories. Don't forget, if you have a dream, goat for it. Bye, y'all.